we have a little section called Pro Tips.
Pro Tips.
And that is, advice for people buying their first laundromat. But maybe you have some advice for somebody who hasn't bought a laundromat yet, who wants to buy a laundromat and who wants to implement, a social side to it, so obviously the 3 kind of steps that you mentioned earlier, but I was wondering, do you have any other kind of tips or advice for somebody who hasn't started yet, who doesn't own a laundromat, who wants to own a laundromat? The Social Spin trademark, patent pending.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than I thought it would be. And I had really educated myself before purchasing that laundromat. So I would suggest that as you're thinking through your budget, because I had all sorts of crazy budgets mapped out, like, oh my God, we're going to be so rich.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. It does not happen that way. It doesn't happen that way. So when you have a budget in your mind, cut it in half. When you have expenses, double it. Expect it to take so much longer. And you have to have a super long runway before, of cash, because that all goes back into the business. There's so many unexpected expenses that aren't cheap. So it could be a pipe's eroded, so $10,000, or maybe the previous owner didn't have a backflow and it's not up to city code, or you need a new boiler. There's a lot of unanticipated expenses if you're buying one of your first ones.
Yeah, I think that's good advice. And I think that's good advice just for somebody who wants to buy one as an investment too. I mean, either way, it's, you do need a runway of cash, and there's more expenses than you realize,
Yeah. And treat your vendors like gold. And again, this goes back to the conscious capitalism model. Our vendors are part of our team, no doubt. If we're flooded, I need to feel extremely comfortable in reaching out to our contractor to come fix it same day. And they're going to, because that relationship has so much trust and respect. Your vendors are everything to the success of your business, as are your employees.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's great advice too. And I want to say, oh man, I'm probably going to butcher it, but I think Southwest Airline was basically like, hey, we're going to go employee first, not customer first, an employee vendor, kind of that model first, because if we're taking care of our vendors, we're taking care of our employees, they're going to take better care of our customers, and we're naturally going to get that, great customer experience. And so I think that's great, a great model to go off of. I think that's awesome advice for anybody looking to buy their first laundromat with a little bit of a social spin to it.